Okay, today we're going to work on 9.6, the quadratic formula. We are going to use the quadratic formula to solve quadratic equations. This is the quadratic formula right here. All you do is plug in your values of A, B, and C. And then after that, we're going to practice using the discriminant. The discriminant is the portion just under the radical. It's the b squared minus 4ac. When you solve for b squared minus 4ac, if that answer is greater than 0, then you have two real solutions. If it's equal to 0, you have one real solution. And if it's less than 0, you have no real solutions. When I look at this first problem, the first thing I'm going to do is identify my A, my B, and my C. My A equals 2, B equals 5, and C equals 3. I'm going to plug those into my formula. So I always start off by writing my formula. X equals opposite of B plus minus square root B squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So x equals, the opposite of 5 is negative 5, plus or minus square root b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times 2. So all I did was substitute my values in. So I'm going to simplify what's underneath my radical. I think it's helpful to avoid calculation errors by doing that first. So 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3 is 1 over 4. So if I simplify that again, I'm going to have negative 5 plus or minus 1 over 4. I can now branch this off to do the plus and to do the minus. So I'm going to have two problems, negative 5 plus 1 over 4, negative 5 minus 1 over 4. So negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4 over 4, which is negative 1. And then negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6 over 4. And that's going to be negative 1.5. So those are my two solutions. Okay. So another one. First thing, I'm going to identify my A, my B, and my C. So my A equals 5. My B is 16. And my C is negative 84. Plug them into my equation. X equals opposite of B plus minus B squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2A. X equals negative 16 plus or minus. I'm going to simplify what's under my radical just because I find that to be easy. So 16 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 84. Okay, so I'm going to simplify what's under my radical. Negative 16 plus or minus 44 all over 10. And now I'm going to branch off and do my plus and do my minus. Negative 16 plus 44 over 10. Negative 16 minus 44 over 10. So negative 16 plus 44 divided by 10 is 2.8. And negative 16 minus 44 divided by 10 is going to be negative 6. So those are my two solutions. Okay, now let's look at the discriminant. So here, we're going to just do the b squared minus 4ac. My a equals 1, my b equals negative 2, and my c equals 3. So b squared, so negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times c. Negative 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 1 times 3. 4 times 1 times 3 is 12. So 4 minus 12 is negative 8. So if I look back to that table, if my discriminant is less than 0 right here, I have no real number solutions. So here would be no real number solutions. Okay? So no solutions. And that's it.